Hey you guys, so a lot has happened in the last few months and I'm kind of gonna briefly go over stuff. I kind of wanted to break this up into 5 parts and end it off on a positive note, which will be a tour of the apartment. And I've been through a lot. Anybody that follows me on any of my social medias, they know that there was a lot going on behind the scenes with me that I just, you know what I'm saying, I vocalized to those who I felt needed that vocalization at that point. You know what I'm saying? And now that everything's kind of out, I kind of want to do kind of like a recourse. But y'all give me 1 second. All right, I'm back, y'all. I had to get a drink. It's kind of hot. But at any rate, so this video, I want to make it clear. There's a couple of points where I'm making this video slash kind of saga. This is not the video for the kids who got, you know what I'm saying, caught sneaking out late at night and then got punished for a week. It's not for them. But it's definitely for the kids who, you know what I'm saying, are dealing with the generational curse that, you know, now we're in 2019, we're noticing different things like, you know, toxic masculinity, hyper, you know, terms like those, you know, things that the millennials are popping out and the Gen Zs are popping out. And we're finally calling out these toxic behaviors that happened, you know what I'm saying? Some that, you know, are in the black community, you know what I'm saying? And my parents definitely have contributed to a lot of those toxic behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Black kids feeling like they can't, or kids of any race, you know what I'm saying, feeling like they can't speak up. And if they do, like, speaking up is not disrespectful. It's not disrespectful to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's something that I want to do. Definitely, I want to do more research up on it before I just get up on here and display it. But I definitely feel like the after effects of slavery have to deal with that. You know, because people like to think that we're so far removed from slavery. It hasn't even been 100 years yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think that plays into the power struggle that, you know, some black parents have with the way that they handle their kids into it. There's a whole psychological reasoning that I have behind that. And that's not the only reason, I think. You know what I'm saying? Some people just should not have had children. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, I'm not here to, you know, open the closet on every skeleton that my family has had. But my parents were some of those people. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to be on this world, and I'm grateful, or in this world, and grateful of what I've made, of what I can do, that I've made out of what I could do with what I had. You know what I'm saying? And I say I because, you know, while for the most part my parents were financially stable, the honest God truth, you know what I'm saying, that's a lot of that shit just didn't go to me. It did not go to me. This video, excuse me, definitely can be a helpful a help to somebody who feels like, you know, there's a sibling in the family that's a favorite. If you're one of those people that genuinely feels that way, because, you know what I'm saying, now, of course, you know, parents always gonna say every kid feels like the other one's the favorite, but if you genuinely feel like you're not the favorite, this video definitely could help you out. You know what I'm saying? Or we could just relate from there. But nonetheless, there's a couple points I'm putting this out. Those are just a few. For anybody out there who feels like they're alone, you know what I'm saying, in a household full of people, you know, I'm here. So, at any rate, I want to start on, this is the part 1, and I wanted to start on what led to August 1st. So, I'm going to break this up into 5 parts, like I said. And for those who don't know, I was pretty much homeless for the month of August. And not the whole month, and I wasn't, like, when I say homeless, I mean I had plans to stay with somebody, they didn't work out, and I ended up in a hotel. So, I mean, it wasn't the worst version of homeless, like, you know, I don't have a vehicle, I don't even have a vehicle staying, it wasn't like that, you know what I'm saying, but that was my version, that's my story, you know what I'm saying, of being homeless. You know what I'm saying, I didn't have a place I could afford my mail, I didn't have a place I could, you know what I'm saying. So, at any rate, going back to the toxic behaviors, you know what I'm saying, that would go on in my household or in my parents' household. Um, it's sorry, y'all. This one might take a little bit because like I said, I don't want to make this. I want it to be helpful. I don't want it to be, just let me just go in. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of already did that. But yeah, I just leading up to August 1st, especially this year, it got really bad dealing with my family situation. Things almost got physical twice, and I am a firm believer in a couple problems that I have with my parents' ideologies. For one, if your child is your child, that's your child. We ride or die till the end. That's how it should be. I don't personally believe in charging your child, or if you are going to charge them rent, whatever, then that should be going into, I don't know, an IRA account. You know what I'm saying? Which, for those who don't know, an IRA account, it's like a savings account. However, the interest on it is triple, sometimes double. So you know what I'm saying? You could put in $5,000, and if you wait a couple years, 3 years, however long, as long as you keep putting in that share of money, you'll have $15,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like a financial illiteracy was definitely a place where we suffered in our household. I suffered, my parents as well, and I feel like that's a big problem in the black community, the financial illiteracy. We don't know, there's certain things we don't know about. I have friends who are my age, I'm 21, they don't know what credit is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That, like I said, that can be also tied into slavery. You know what I'm saying? We were kept from a lot of this knowledge for so many years. Some of us are just now catching up. So, and that's not the black card, that's just the fucking truth. But at any rate, or playing the black card. But at any rate, like I said, I don't personally believe in that. We ended up having a discussion, and I was supposed to move in with a person that I went to school with. That situation did not work out, and at that point, it was pretty much, okay, you need to be gone by the first then, or you can pay us the rent in between me and my parents. And we've been through some stuff. We're not gonna get to the read yet. I mean, if y'all want to see it, my Facebook, I'm pretty sure is in the links down below. But if you read that novel that I wrote, on Facebook, you'll see there's a number of reasons why I don't feel right paying them my piss if they was on fire, much less $200. And granted, $200 is not bad for rent, you know what I'm saying, to stay at your parents' house, you know what I'm saying. Hell, that might be one bill for them, depending on your family's dynamics and who uses what and all that. But yeah, I wouldn't pay them my piss if they was on fire. So, quite frankly, I wasn't gonna do that. So I was determined to try to get some way out to be out of here, you know what I'm saying? And then we had a discussion. I went to go meet with some leasing people. I told her my story, and she was really trying to help, you know what I'm saying? She was like, she was marking off costs. She was trying to help me out. And I went to go speak with them again, and again, this conversation just escalated. And I'm sitting here like, why are you screaming? I'm talking in a calm voice. And then, my dad came in with all this, we're a family at the end of the day crap, because they're trying to move out as well. We're both trying to move out. And so at this point, I'm trying to be like, not walk on eggshells, or just walk on eggshells, not piss anybody off, just be working when I can. I do Uber and Grubhub. I'm starting to sign up for more of the gigs. And I also do music and YouTube. I'm working on the Hood Classy right now. So I'm just trying to be out of the way. You know what I'm saying? As much as possible. If, I need to take Milo with me to go or with me, and go Grubhubbing on the low. Because, we have a viewing at the house. Whatever, I'll do that. I've always been that team player that I feel like my family has never been for me. Never. And even if they have, it's with some angle. It's never pure or genuine. And I felt like that for the last 8 years. Things weren't always bad. I don't know what the change was. I don't know what happened. There's certain things I can speculate on, but it takes two people to tell a whole story. And two genuine people who don't lie. And that wasn't going to work with either one of them. So, nonetheless, going back to what I was saying, though, that didn't work out. And so I ended up leaving. And shout out to Groupon. Or not Groupon, whichever. Priceline, there we go. Priceline, one of those things. Found a hotel, and it's pretty much how October the 1st ended. I packed all my stuff that day because, you know, like I said, they were having viewings left and right. And, yeah, there was never a time just like, because I could have started packing, but then what if they're like, oh, somebody's coming? You know what I'm saying? To look at the house, you know, tomorrow or whatever. And I wouldn't have been packing that day. So I had to pack on site, change my phone number, block them. And at this point, it's just, I'm not mad, I'm not angry. I would just rather not hear. We don't need to speak anyways, you know what I'm saying? The few times they did help out, it was more, if so anything, materialistic stuff, and I don't need that from them. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's regardless of everything that goes down, it's a sad situation, you know, because they don't have a son, and I don't have parents or a family. Essentially, you know what I'm saying? I get along with my adopted family more than I do my actual family. But that's just a few of the things that went down. I know, like I touched on earlier, it's not disrespectful for parents to, and I also want, you know, for the parents watching this, to just, you know, monitor things, you know, monitor yourself as much as you monitor your child, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't always get it right either. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of parents do say that. You know, they always, you know, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I don't understand why we're in this time and place where people feel like they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And they expect it. The same quote unquote grown folks expect that from, oh, if your coworker did something to you foul at work, you know what I'm saying, or if somebody cut you off on the road, or whatever the situation is, you expect a stranger to give you that same respect, and you can't even give that to your own fucking crotch fruit. Like, you see what I'm saying? That line of thinking there's something wrong there. But, and that's the thing. I tried years and years and years to work things out with them. Years and years and years to always be the bigger person. I would never walk off from I don't remember once, if ever. And if I did, it was probably getting to be too much, because I know, like this year especially, with like my dad trying to walk up on me twice as if I'm a stranger in the street and I stepped on his Jordans. I got to the point where I don't give a fuck. I will fight y'all. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And once you get to that point in a situation, whether it's your parents, your friends, that shit is toxic, and you just need to cut it out. But yeah, this whole year, and like I said, it's going on 8 years now, you know what I'm saying? Or it's been going on 8 years. So the whole situation, I just noticed little changes here and there when I turned about 12 or 13. I just noticed like little changes here and there, you know what I'm saying? And at first we were all good. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had the regular dynamic, you know, mama's boy, daddy's girl, you know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, it didn't pan out. And then on top of that, my mom, just when we stopped really clicking, she just flocked to my sister out of nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were best friends. So, you know, it created this sense of tension, you know, like you're the favorite. Not that I'm jealous of you, but I mean, you know, it creates a sense of tension in between me and my sister, you know what I'm saying? And now, more than ever, things that have happened this year and the last few years, it's clearly evident she is the favorite. They will not only plot a murder out with her, but help her carry it out and cover for her in her tracks, should she slip up. So, you know, I'm more now convinced than ever that that was a bad situation to be in. When you're in a situation where you're in a household and you feel people don't genuinely love you, like, you know, that's scary. You know what I'm saying? You have to close your eyes every night with, and another thing with that, to go along with that, numbers are a thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm the only one in this house. Like, really and truly, I used to make jokes about it, but I was probably serious. I used to say the only person I would get if there was a fire in the house or whatever was happening, I would get my dog, who she stayed in my room anyways. I would get Milo, um, and I would quietly knock on everybody's door. It's a fire, you know what I'm saying? And I'd say it jokingly with my friends, but I mean, it really felt like that sometimes. You know, I had to fight my own battles. I had to fight for my own self. I had to have my own back, and you know, it takes a lot out on a person. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot out on a child to grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it changed a lot in me. You know, they changed the way I react to things, the way that, you know, I can be a bit defensive on certain situations. You know, I'm very loud, and I feel like I was loud before, but I feel like more so when you're so used to having to walk on eggshells, like when you finally get out of that situation, because you do have to be cordial with these people to some degree. They still pay your bills. Now, does that make you God because you pay my bills? No, it fucking doesn't. You shouldn't have popped out a kid if you didn't want to take care of the kid. But, you know what I'm saying? They still do pay your bills. They, you know, they can be like, oh, you're 21, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But, they changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Them alone, you know, outside of school and other personal situations that I had going on. So, and, you know, for your household, supposed to be your safe haven, you know what I'm saying? And to have war going on at your own house. And you can ask anybody that personally knows me, like, I purposely do not call that house home. I do not. You know what I'm saying? And, in the situation I'm with now, I have roommates. So, I mean, it's a place to call home, but it's still not, in my soul, completely mine. You know what I'm saying? But definitely better than where I was at. You know what I'm saying? But I literally would not call my parents' household home. Like, even in my GPS, it says the house. You know what I'm saying? If I need to pull it up, take me to the house, Siri. That's what it says, the house. That's how I refer to it. That house was not a home. That was my own personal hell. And I'm stronger for going through it and getting through it. And I've seen, I wouldn't say an outpour of support. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some people who over the years, they just noticed things that went on in the house that wasn't necessarily regular. You know what I'm saying? So once it came time that, you know, I said what I said, excuse me, and addressed them via Facebook, it kind of like, you know, people weren't as surprised, you know what I'm saying? And I also want to make it clear, like I said, the point of this is not to bash. The point of the Facebook post wasn't even to bash. That was me taking my time to speak my piece, you know what I'm saying? And I'll definitely get into that part of the situation later on. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on behind the scenes. You know, I know that some of y'all may be confused because y'all see I do have videos up with me and my mom, and if I even still have them up, I'm not sure if I deleted them or not. It's just, you know, a lot. It's a lot. But at any rate, so yeah, that pretty much concludes part one. I didn't want to make this too long, and well, look at me. I guess some things never change because y'all know my videos. I can talk forever. But I definitely, what I want y'all to take from this now, I'm definitely in a better situation, and I'm working on, you know, expanding the empire. I'm working on music. I'm working on my connections as far as music go, expanding on YouTube. I see that I did get a couple subscribers while I was gone, so thank y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it feels like if you're not posting every other day, you're not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? And okay. Sorry, I just heard a sound. Y'all know how them apartments be. But at any rate, so yeah, on that note, that's pretty much all that I wanted to say. If you are in an abusive parent-child relationship, and you're the child, you know what I'm saying? Definitely know that you're not the only one going through it. And I'm not saying that to say like, oh, suck it up. I'm not like, I hate, that's one thing I used to hate when people used to say, oh, there's people going through worse, or there's people who are out there starving or homeless or whatever. You know, that's true, but that doesn't make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? I understand the point of what you're doing, but that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like when somebody's explaining their struggles, don't point out other people's struggles. That doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me feel better. Do I feel bad for them? Yes. But it doesn't make me, you know, now I feel bad for them and me, if you want to be logical. So, nonetheless, know that, you know, I'm open to hearing anybody else's struggles if they have any. I know a lot of my friends, we talk about some of the toxic traits that our parents have. But yeah, if you do want to reach out to me, share your stories, I have no problem listening. Just type them down below or hit me on social media. Because I know I'm not the only one, definitely, that's been through a lot of fucked up stuff within their household. And just know that you can get out. You can get out. You know, I was in one of the darkest times ever when I was in that hotel, and I'll definitely get to that situation within as we go through the saga. But this pretty much concludes part 1 of the video. Thank y'all for watching if you've made it to the end. And be on the lookout for my single, Sweet Escape. I'll probably be dropping it after we get through all these sagas. I'm not sure yet. But that'll be dropping pretty soon, probably within by next month. And so, yeah, y'all be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for my, I guess I call it a mixtape, Hood Classy. Y'all be on the lookout for that. And I will catch y'all on the next part 2. Peace.